Hello and thank you for joining me. Today I am starting a legacy challenge. We will be starting with the base game and then adding on expansions when significant goals have been achieved, like completing an aspiration or reaching the top of a career. I might also try some of the in-game challenges as I haven't really played with a lot of them and I know that they get updated all the time, so falling behind with a little bit of that. So I initially wanted to see how much the base game has changed since its release, and Cass does seem a lot fuller, more and nicer hair textures and colours. There are more tattoos. I can't remember if they were there in the beginning. We now have fingernails, and there's a great option for skin colours and tones, better representation. I love having the option of body hair. I've been using CC body hair for years and I think the EA stuff looks pretty good. I reckon they've probably drawn a little bit of inspiration from the CC creators. But I'm hoping that we get eyelashes next. I also use CC eyelashes in my own games, and I know that sometimes they can be a little bit glitchy, so it would be nice to get some of those added to the base game as well. I think another thing that needs tweaking as well is that some of the facial hair options, they just look like stuck on beards, like fake beards, which I learned today are called pastiche or pastiches. But yeah, they just don't look right. They don't sit right with me, so I think they need changing. There's bound to be more things that have been added over the years, so I apologise if I've missed anything. I know that we've had like some additional clothing options added, like the shirt he's wearing now is a newer one, but yeah. Anyway, so this is our legacy founder. His name is Nathan Braxton and he is a young adult. He's been made by rolling a dice. I rolled a dice to decide his traits and aspiration. I made a few tweaks and casts, but I've pretty much kept him the same as how I rolled him. I've changed his outfits to better represent him. He is ambitious, he's family oriented and cheerful. He's also gregarious because he rolled the Friend of the World aspiration. He's in the entertainment career and he's starting as a C-lister, but I think we're going to go down the musician route with him. I think he looks a bit more like a musician. With that, it means that we could play the musician aspiration alongside the Friend of the World aspiration. This will also be once-based gameplay, as that's been recently updated, and I think it will make the gameplay a little bit more interesting. So here we go. Yeah, so I skip past any build by because I only make little changes here and there, so there's no point just keeping the whole clip in there. But at this point I've just added a microphone because it's part of his to improve his job performance.
Episode Jan Zabara. Zabara Melptharg. Tharg. Melptharg. Mervs. Mervs.
Yeah, so whilst I was watching him, I was like, yeah, I should probably improve his bed and his couch. And then I was thinking back to the new help screen pop-up that's coming up. You get an extra 5,000 simoleons just for completing that. So I went through that, got some free money.
If Steve, Ubatwe boy Nooch, Bompler Iffle, Kanemumba Yalig, Banka Erflip Prina, Tubate, Jan Zabara.
I also added some additional lighting because it was really dark in there. yeah, at the moment he wants to have a
Nababesh,
child and
Pano.
chat with someone. So we pinned the chat with someone, and we'll complete that.
So.
But yeah, part of the Friend of the World aspiration, the first part is to meet 10 Sims, or introduce yourself to 10 Sims. So I tried to get that one ticked off as soon as I could. We've got the welcome wagon, which consists of just Johnny Zest. So I'm assuming either all the other Sims were at work or they just weren't interested. But one of the things that I noticed was that even though I would have thought they'd have quite a lot in common, you know, they're in the same career path at the moment, I just could not get them to like each other. Whenever I've played with Johnny Zest in the past, he seems to like everyone. He seems to get along with everyone, and I've had this problem with Nathan throughout this gameplay. He just seems to, I don't know, maybe it's a combination of his his traits, but people just don't seem to like it. Maybe it's because he's cheerful, and people, I don't know, maybe the Sims don't like that he's cheerful. He's cheerful and he's gregarious, so maybe that's a little bit too much. Yeah, I skipped through most of the interactions with these two because it just wasn't going anywhere, and you can see he gets angry, and you have to try and calm them down, and I don't know. Maybe Johnny Zest sees Nathan as a little bit of a threat. Maybe he thinks he's a little bit too funny. He's gonna steal his limelight. But yeah, it just wasn't going anywhere. So I waited for the welcome wagon to time out, and then we go on a little adventure. Yeah. Goodbye. So we're going to travel to Desert Bloom Park. Here we go, and we're going to have some barbecue, get our needs sorted out, and then introduce ourselves to some new Sims. What's he got at the moment? So he wants to play a game of chess, so we can do that. So he's playing now with Liberty Lee. I don't think he actually introduces himself to her though, because I can't remember now if she's in the his friendship panel. Because thinking back on it, he could have pursued a relationship with her, but that doesn't happen. But yeah, we just spend some time getting to know the locals.
Yazub, Bimbus.
So. A break lemt him.
Ah, so.
So obviously I've been playing The Sims for, well, since The Sims 4, since it was released, and I know that Summer Holiday is quite a good candidate for a relationship because she's single. Don't know why I didn't think of Liberty Lee, but anyway, here she comes prancing over. So I was hoping that this might actually go somewhere.
Sharp, Fumu.
Yank Shuna. Jessene Klonkas Rabana.
Floopy.
Philbar.
Oh, and Fora.
Ah. Wanna?
Uh-huh.
Miss Stevie Fleener. Shelsh. Chonkaby. Wump.
Blood.
We do a little bit of fishing.
Oh. Oh. Whoa, Baroy. Yo, yeah. Ah.
Yeah, see, I can't remember now off the top of my head, but I think he already had some fishing skill. There we go. For some reason, they just weren't cooperating. I kept trying to introduce him to people, and they just kept walking off. And now they're standing in the middle of the road having a chat. There's the revamped Cassandra Goth and Alexander Goth.
Dag dag, Ray.
Let's get ready for tomorrow. So I've put the lights on auto light just because it's a little bit annoying. I don't know why. I just like for the lights to go off when the Sims aren't in the room. I think maybe it's because it makes it easier to keep track of where they are, but yeah. Completing his morning ablutions. Having some breakfast. Yeah, so what was the plan for today was to build some skills for his work, practice the guitar, and he wants to meet someone new and get into a relationship. So at this point I looked through his relationships from the Sims that he met yesterday, and he had the highest friendship with Summer Holiday. So I thought that we could try for a relationship with her. They did seem to hit it off quite well. So I worked on some of the most important things first, like making sure that he would be able to get his work experience up. But yeah, you can see ever so slightly. So we call her for a chat first, just to make sure that she does come to visit when we give her a call. But she gives us a call first. It's good to hear your voice, Nathan. I wanted to ask you if I should get to know Mortimer Goth a little better as a friend. They seem like good company. So we say yes to that. Why not?
No bye. Fruk, Chesane Clonkus Lanaga, Garabu Bropfrash, Bulain Nagelna, Shmoon, Nu Beam Shorg, Finosa Batne, Yaflo Treeb.
Alright, so I forgot to do this on day one. So we're taking a self-portrait for our family portrait wall. And then I just pop it up on the wall. So I mount the fish that he's caught because then we can work towards collecting all of the fish. So completing some collections. to work. So I just skip through that. There's no point recording an empty screen. Yeah, so he's gonna have a few days off now, so we'll be able to work a little bit more on his wants. And this is where I panic. So I couldn't remember what you could do in the base game, because from what I could recall, you couldn't extinguish yourself in the shower. So I had a little bit of a panic, and I thought, what do I what do I do? But yeah, we managed to get it right.
Leffy. Oh. What a Palazzo.
He's just standing there, panicking and stinking. So obviously with the new wants-based system, he's now developed the fear of fire. This means that he's got an increased risk of starting a fire, but it does sort of work in your favour, because you have to extinguish a fire to get over the fear. But yeah, I sorted out his needs, and I replaced his kitchen. Rather than just replacing the cooker and whatever, I replaced the kitchen units as well. Just something which I think reflected him a bit better. But yeah. Oh yeah, we also bought a fire alarm for the next quote unquote accident. Yeah. So we invited our summer holiday over. Hopefully she'll fall for his charms.
Oh, Vadish.
Ooh.
Yeah, just standing on the porch. Oh, he's invited her in. Yeah, I do skip past this because I tried, and she just wasn't going for him. She had clearly friend zoned him. Just trying. Oh, go on. No.
Swarspa, Gathara. Waga Fruge. Warba Quest.
Aflin Wadida.
Hey, Bruges.
Shabana.
It's just not going well at all.
Sturm Garsha Thark. Thark. Etak. Thark.
Ha, Doda.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just...
Charky Bibna Zorb.
They're just not a good match. She thinks he's gross. Yeah, so I checked the sentiment, and it turns out that Nathan had a festering grudge against Summer and hurt feelings. So best just to leave it there. So we've travelled. We've come to the Solar Flare Lounge in hopes of finding a better match for him, and just to meet some more of the neighbourhood. But here we go. Hopefully a drink will take the edge off. He's a bit tense at the moment. Oh, there we go. Change of scenery has helped. Yeah, but we've tried making friends. But I think because he had that underlying tense, you know, he's tense again, it was just making it a little bit difficult to gain relationship with them.
And Frobby Sebrum. Fenoy? Alfonso.
Huh.
Karenzi. Ma.
Nice to know we're still friends with Summer. She calls now and then with her updates of her life. You know, just rubbing some salt in the wound. Ooh, earning some money, getting some tips. Summer again. Yeah, she's that friend. Hey Nathan, Mitchell Kalani has asked me out on a date. Should I say yes? I told her to go for it. Why not? Yeah, I'm just trying to chat with all of them really. But I must admit, I gave up pretty early and started using the photo trick. So we've just met Zoe Patel. Yeah, so we're just I've increased the relationship with her just to make it easier, because it was just usually it's quite easy to, you know, build up the relationship. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was because he had that underlying tense feeling. I'm not sure, but people just weren't vibing with him, so he kept getting the hurt sentiments. I kept checking the relationship panel, and he's just got hurt feelings. Yeah, he's made a friend, and I think she would be a good match for him. He wants to get into a relationship.
Torque for Shoshi?
And let's face it, this is the Legacy Challenge, and I reckon they make some pretty babies. Yeah. Anyway, so when I came back to the lot, kept on getting this glitch. Whenever I sent him to bed, he just kept waking up. Tried it on the sofa as well, just kept getting up. So I've actually split the video into two, because I had to come out of the game, go back in, and move him out of the lot and move him back in to get the work again. So this is the end of the first part. The second part should be coming up within the next few days. I should get the voiceover done quite quickly, I should hope. Yeah, so please keep an eye out for that. I should have some art videos coming up very soon as well. So please, if you can, give this video a like and maybe subscribe, and you'll have a better chance of seeing me in the next video. Take care. Thanks. Bye.